Alright guys, I think it's time for the practice round here. Hopefully gonna make a decent preview for you guys to see, so every single hole makes sense for you and you know how I'm gonna play it. And yeah, this is hole 1, let's just get into it. Alright, hole 1 here, I'm gonna be throwing this by. I think you saw my review of the hole yesterday, and I think this is gonna be our conclusion. Alright, so there's a lot of tailwind from the right today. So I'm gonna need to put it more right. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so that's gonna be, I'm still gonna go with the purple sparkle spy because it has a little more glide and don't have to pump it as hard. But just need to remember if there's wind from the right there, I'll have to just, I don't remember where I'm going here. I think I'm going behind this tee over here. It looks like people have arrived and the practice rounds are starting, so it's gonna take a long time to get around today, but that's fine. This hole 2 is 131 meters, and it sets up best for the forehand because it finishes in there to the right. You can see it just up there behind the people. I think I will try a forehand, but I'm gonna try not to throw too many forehands today, just to save the elbow a little bit and not wear myself out before the tournament. But it's likely that I will be throwing a tournament or a forehand here in the tournament. Yeah, those forehand shots weren't it, but I'll be warming up my forehand more before the first throw in the tournament, so I think I can make it to like circle's edge with it. But still deep. Right, I'm not quite sure what to do on this hole. I was pretty sure this was what I was going to do, throwing the... Oh, it's actually in bounds. I might just do this, yeah. I mean, this is way too close, but I just need to turn it over a little more. I might this down to a Pacific, but I think this is definitely a hole that you want to get. Oh no. That's it. Gotta get the putting stroke ready at some time too. Definitely need to get in some more putting practice before the tournament starts, just to get that stroke feeling nice. But I don't know if it's gonna be today. Then it's gonna be after the round. Right now I'm just gonna focus on making a game plan, and so far it's working fine. I mean, hole 2 was not very good, but I think hole 1, 3, 4 are holes that I really want to get because they're in my wheelhouse, but they're still right on that 100-meter mark, you know, a couple of them. This is hole 4. 100-meter uphill, par 3 with OB surrounding it. There's OB everywhere on this course pretty much, so
Can't really be too afraid of it.
I think I'm gonna try two different things. I'm gonna try the righty backhand launcher US on like a flex line, but I need to force it over a little bit because it's uphill. So I'll try that first. I'll go with the more flippy one of the two. And then I think the other choice that I might go for is a forehand with like a Pacific OS or something. See, that is close to being good, but that's OB. Let me actually try the Renegade, because it's more flippy. No, I really need to force it over if I want. I'm gonna go with the right backhand, but let's actually just try the Pacific OS on the forehand. See if we can just get a baby flex on it. Just almost killed someone. This is a park. There are a lot of people walking here, so really gotta be careful. I think if my backhand feels good in the warm-up, that's what I'm gonna go with here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try, I think. Either that or just my forehand if I've actually warmed it up. I feel like it's the easiest shot in the world for me, but I haven't really warmed everything up throwing like 20 shots before the round, because then I'll be worn out by the end of the week. But I've warmed up like physically, but not with playing. So the two backhands that bailed out here are actually still easily inbounds. So I feel like that's definitely going to be the play. Because those felt like shanks even. Just need to turn them over a little more and it's perfect. Alright, hole 5 here. This one is definitely interesting. You want to get just around the corner here to the right, and then, but like actually stay close to the corner, because then you'll have a tunnel into the green. I'm going to be throwing lefty forehand, I believe, because you don't really need distance, you just need to get around there and then stay close to the trees. Going with the launcher OS. Alright, that's going to be safe, but it's going to be too far out to the left, so I'm going to have a little bit of a pinched angle in, I think. But let's go have a look. You can kind of see the basket in there. Try and zoom. You can see it there in the tunnel, so just gotta maybe throw a bit of a like pushing hyzer with the backhand. That might actually be far enough to where I have a putt. I think it is. But I thought this was going to be too far left on the drive, but it seems like you can actually go here and still have somewhat of a straight shot in. But I definitely want to land more like here. So the closer you can get to this gap, the bigger it gets. Obviously, it's like if you get to here, you're golden. But gotta stay close to the trees. So I did feel like I threw that mid-range okay. I could have obviously put it more flat, and it was still short. So I'm gonna go probably for the evader. Just because you can't really go too deep. You're gonna get stopped by the shrubbery behind the basket anyways. So I'm gonna try and just give it a little run from the fairway. All right, on to hole 10. Welcome to hole 6 of the tournament. This one is literally just... Oh, hello, dog. Huh. Okay. That was very interesting. That dog just scared me like crazy. It's literally just a straight shot. You can see the basket down there. Whatever's going to get you into that opening in the middle on the first shot, it's going to be your friend. Alright, that was my Vader. Just faded a little bit. Let's try the wingman. Also faded a little bit. My first shot hit a tree and got me to the middle of the fairway, but not far enough to really be thinking about the birdie. Or could I? That's the decision I need to make now. Do I just go for the zoom and try and play a positional play? Or do I go for my Vader and see if I can get it all the way there? Let's see. Alright, so this one, I'm like, it's going to be in the moment decision on all of the throws here, but I'm going to be throwing the Vader on off the tee, or the wingman, I'm not sure actually. And the goal will always be to just try and keep it in the fairway. There will be double and triple bogeys being taken on this hole. It's just about avoiding that. Let's see if we can save the par from the not conservative play, actually. Yep, par looks saved. Alright, I'll take you guys with me through the jungle here. 2 hole 7. You guys are gonna love this next hole, I think. I definitely do. Oh, the staircase hole, or whatever we're gonna call it. Basket's up there on the stairs, on the top of them. I feel like the forehand flex has to be the play here. But I've seen some other people also just go straight at it with a backhand, so I don't know. We might try both, but let's do it with the forehand flex first. That's perfect. Alright, and here's what's cool about this hole. No matter where you land, you'll always be able to just run the basket because there's such a good backstop. Now I landed like 6 meters from the basket, so obviously I'm going to run it, but it's going to be hard still because it's so close and so uphill. So hole 8 here is probably going to be the easiest playing hole on the course, I believe. It's only 80 meters and it's downhill. It's just a putter shot through here. I will say though, these tee pads are well worn and can be really slippery at times, so I'm a little bit scared to throw from this tee pad. But there will be new tee pads for the tournament, so shout out to PGA for bringing those. Thank you so much, guys. That's really important. These putters, I'm leaving 10 short, so let's go for a mid-range, see what happens. Definitely could give them more height, and they'll glide all the way down there, but it's also low ceiling, so if this one can work, it could be better. That's way too hazard. And now from one of the easiest holes in the course to one of the hardest holes in the course. This one is a par 4. In order to get the birdie, you need to get through this, like right of the light pole there, way up to the right, to then have a look down into a little valley of some sort, or at least to like a downhill, and then land it by the basket. I'll likely be going this thing on like a lefty backhand or a turnover righty. We'll see. That's literally perfect. The best shot this hole's ever seen. And then to do that, that's even better. We'll have to see which one's better. Well, that's like, those are really good shots for me, at least. Obviously, you can always use some more distance, but I am not even sure these two will have any shots at the birdie. So, in that case, we'll just be pitching it up. Okay, I can see it now. I think we might try for the birdie. I mean, look at these two beauties. I've never seen anything like that. Also, I've only seen 2 rounds on this course, but... Alright, let me try and explain where the basket is. So you can see that... let me see if I can point at it. That tree right there. The light one. You want to go straight towards that and then fade off it down to the left, like 40 meters from there, 50 meters maybe, 40 I think. And it's super risky, and I'm not sure if I'm even gonna go for it, but let's try and throw something that fades. That one was a little deep, so it was a good tree, I think. But something like that, you want to have something aggressively fading down left. Let's try with powder anyways, it might be good for the shot. That's close to perfect for what I can do. Guys, I'm sorry if I look and sound tired today, but I haven't actually had my morning coffee or my coffee at all for 2 days. And my head is exploding, but I feel like it's worth it to take the hit here on the first 2 days, and then I'm not have to find coffee before the tournament, because usually when I stop drinking coffee I have headache for like 2 days and then it's gone. It's my own little addiction. It's my bad, guys. So this is where that launcher OS went. Now it's all about speed control. And I'm going to try to do it with the zoom, but in a tournament I might do it with a spy and then forehand. And that is why. I hit the pin, that's perfect. Yeah, that's what we want to do, guys.